So if our quarter note is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right, everyone, my name is Theron Brown and welcome to Playground Sessions YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at a section of Somewhere, which is from the musical West Side Story, one of my favorites. Before we dive in learning the sections of the song, I just want to play a little bit of it for you.
1, 2, set, go.
Okay, great. Beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to take a look at the right hand, which is going to have the melody in it. Okay, so if we look at the very beginning of this piece, we have a treble clef and 4 sharps, which is F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. Okay, now next we have 4/4, which is our time signature. So that means 4 beats per measure. I absolutely love this section of the song. It has this beautiful soaring melody and this triplet figure, which we're going to talk about and kind of dissect that a little bit. Okay, so we're starting out with the D natural, which goes against our key signature. We have a little accidental there, which shows us that we are going to be playing D, and we're going to play that with our 3rd finger. Next, that leads to an E played with our 4th finger. Awesome, and then that's going to repeat. Now looking at measure 3 and 4, we have these triplet figures here, which gives us a little bit of a grind against the beat. I always like to describe it as that little thing where you rub your head and tap your belly, or vice versa. Kind of hard to do. But anyways, we're going to figure out how to do this. So I want you to start by putting your 5th finger on F sharp. Next, your 4th on E. And we have a D natural again. We're gonna have a C sharp. Okay, and then that just goes back up. Okay, now usually when we play this, I like to count out loud to give me an anchor as to how to play the triplet figure. So if our quarter note is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, feels a little bit like a roller coaster, but I guarantee if you practice it repetitively and even doing it with a metronome might help. Let's try it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, excellent. Now as we move on to measure 21, we have the same triplet figure, which is putting 3 beats over 2. But we're going to change our hand position here and put our pinky 5th finger on D, 4th finger on C, 3rd finger on B, and our 2nd finger on A. Okay, that's the phrase. Now naturally, I would practice this the same way, counting out loud and playing the rhythm against it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, very good. Again, practicing that repetitively will help. Once we get to measure 22, we have D to G. Then we're just going to simply take that down a half step, that phrase, and play C sharp, F sharp.
Set, go.
Okay, great job. Now let's try this at a little faster tempo. But if you need to go back and practice it, get that 3/2 more secure, feel free to just rewind and do that. But let's try the faster tempo now.
1, 2, set, go.
Excellent job. Now we're going to move on to our left hand, which is going to support the melody with chords and harmony. So our first chord here is going to be a C over E, and we're going to use a hand position of 5, 3, 1. Those are our fingerings for this chord. So my fifth finger is going on E, third finger on G, and my thumb on C. Which will allow me to voice lead very easily for the next chord. I'm just going to move my third finger here in the middle of the chord to an A, G to A. Excellent. And then next I'm going to go down these two fingers. We have an A and a C, and those are going to move down to G and B. Excellent. Next we have a little crunchy chord here. I love crunchy chords. They give a sense of harmony to me that's very warm. So you're going to start with your fifth finger on E, then your fourth finger on F sharp, and your second on A. Moving on to measure 21, we have a C over E, which is going to have the same finger as before, our 5, 3, 1 hand position or grip, as we like to call it. Now this harmony here is going to move a little bit faster. This chord has a half note, while the other ones are using a whole note. So it's just going to move a little bit faster, going from the C over E to our F sharp diminish, which is played with 4, 2, and 1, F sharp, A, and C. Okay. Next we have our G over D, which is going to be played with 5, 2, and 1. All right, now we're back to a whole note, which is going to move down chromatically to our F sharp over C sharp. So you don't have to do much, but just move everything down a half step, which is a pretty big lift in the harmony. Okay, it's really important to have the fingering down so that you can start using your muscle memory, and it just makes the music flow a little bit easier and less stressful. Let's give this a try at the slow tempo.
Set, go.
Excellent job. Let's give it a go with the faster tempo.
1, 2, set, go.
Great, great, great. Now, before we move on to put hands together for this song, I do want to say that if you want to learn the other sections, be sure to check out Playground Sessions interactive app, which has this song plus a whole bunch of other ones that you can learn. And if you haven't checked out the app yet, click this card right here for a free trial. I wouldn't pass this up. Matter of fact, tell your friends about it. Okay, now jumping into this song, I'm so excited to put the hands together. and get this going. Okay, so now putting the hands together, really excited about this. But first, I want to give you a couple little tips, things to look out for before we give this a go. This song, we focused a lot on rhythm. We have a triplet figure in measure 19 and 21. Remember, it's 3/2. It's like patting your head and rubbing your belly at the same time. And then also, I want you to watch out for this 8th note to the dotted quarter note, like we see in the first measure, measure 17, and measure 20. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and cool. And then the next part we want to be aware of is our triplet figures, 3/2. And we're going to look at the example in measure 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, let's give it a go. Hands together at the slow tempo.
Set. Go.
Very good. Let's move on to the faster tempo. Again, if you need some more practice, if it's feeling unsure, we can always go back and try the slower tempo.
1, 2, set, go.
All right, good people. Thanks for watching. I'm Theron Brown. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tap that notification bell. Be sure to check out the Playground Sessions app, co-created by music legend Quincy Jones. Playground teaches the piano with interactive feedback and gaming features, all while using your favorite songs.